Welcome to FitBody Lifestyle, the show where we dive deep into the world of fitness, health, business, relationships, and the art of living a balanced life. I'm Jami.
And I'm Greg, and we're here to give you the benefit of our experiences in the fitness and bodybuilding industry, the corporate world, running a business, personal development, and building healthy relationships.
Whether you're sweating it out in the gym, hustling in your business, or seeking balance in your everyday life, you're in the right place.
So lace up those sneakers and grab that water bottle, and let's get ready to transform our minds, our bodies, and our lives.
Welcome back to FitBody Lifestyle and our Fusion Hack for today. I'm so excited about this one. A lot of you have maybe heard of or been part of making a mission statement. You hear this a lot in corporate America and other parts of life. And today we're going to talk about your personal fitness statement.
That's right.
And I'm here, of course, with my partner in crime.
Hey, baby.
Go ahead and jump in.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
All right, jump on in.
Wait, what did Joey used to always say? What? And I said, "Oh, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing
okay?
good.
Good.
I'm doing good.
So, so mission statements, missions, who, what, when, where, and why. Okay, so those are the 5 elements of a mission. I can tell you that, from the military perspective, mission, and at least I'm just going to speak from the Army perspective, missions and mission statements were a big deal. They really formed the basis of any operation, and the reason why they became so important and why they are so important is because they unify everybody into that common purpose, that common goal, and the why they're doing things. One of the things that's unique to our military is that soldiers are expected to kind of fulfill that mission, regardless of whether they whether circumstances change or everything, because if they understand the why they're doing something, the way they're executing it may look a little bit different, but they know that why, and that why is the thing that really unifies them and allows me to go to that common purpose, that common goal. So I want you to take that now and expand it to a personal fitness statement, which is really the who you are, what you're doing, and why you're doing it. And the who you are part is something that's really important because, how do you identify? What do you identify yourself with? So if I'm and the reason why this becomes important for a personal fitness statement is knowing your identity and how you identify can often shape how you structure your goals, how you structure your conduct and your execution towards those goals. For example, if you're a single mother of 2, your who you are is going to look a little bit different than if I'm a 25-year-old single insurance agent or salesperson or tech salesperson or whatever,
or military personnel
or whatever.
Yeah.
So that who you are piece is really going to be the things that you identify with. Do you want to add anything on that?
No, I thought that was perfect.
Okay. So the what you do then, I think that covers really the who you are, but what I would challenge you to do in the who you are in your personal fitness statement is to really dig deep into the identity that you have. How do you identify yourself? Do you identify yourself as single, as married? Do you identify yourself as mother or father or, not without kids? Do you identify yourself as a professional? Do you identify yourself as a student? Do you identify yourself in some other way? Think about those ways that you identify yourself because, again, those will shape other things. The second part is what you're doing. So what do you want? If you want to be, hey, look, I want to be a fitness professional. I want to be an IFBB pro. I want to be an Olympian. I want to be I want to have a better physique this year than I did last year. And I'll talk a little bit about how the personal fitness statement can modify or evolve and how it should evolve over time. But what is it that you want to do? And I don't know if you have anything else to add on that.
Keep going.
Okay. All right.
Keep it rolling.
All right. The why you do it is, what is that compelling reason? Why, I'm just going to give you this example, is that if you are a single mother of 2 children and you get up before your kids wake up to go do some cardio in your garage, why do you do that? What is your compelling reason for doing that? If you drop your kids off at school, you go work a 9 to 5, you pick them up, and then you go work out in the gym. I think about one of our coaches in particular on this, who has, she has a couple kids, and she's married, she's a wife, and she works out in her gym. And the way that she attacks her program is really just inspirational in terms of the why she does it. But she does it because she finds the fulfillment in it. She finds some compelling reason. It's not necessarily about that end goal of being a champion, but it's about having that champion mindset about accomplishing all that she can with her body.
Well, and a lot
you know
of
what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah. Well, and in some cases like that, it also could be to set an example for the kids.
That's right.
It could be to have longevity and health so that you have more time and you're able to, play with the kids in your older age. I mean, there's so many of these things that I feel like you can explore.
And some of those personal fitness statements that I've seen do really highlight that aspect, as I want to be an example to my children. And I know for us, we will talk about this from time to time, is there's no greater joy and no bigger smile that we get than when we see an athlete posing or doing a check-in and their child is in the background.
Or they're posing next to them. It's so cute.
We have an athlete, and I would shout her out by name, but I don't know if she would want that. But her daughter goes with her to the gym and videos her training footage to send to us. And it is so incredible how this mother, who's an incredible mother, just is shaping and molding her daughters through her actions, and just as a role model for them. And that's a wonderful thing to put in a personal fitness statement.
Or when you're at a show and you hear, "Go, Mom!"
That's right. Oh, there's
the
nothing better. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Or that's my mom, or that's my dad. I mean, when you hear that, if your heart just doesn't just swell like the Grinch's heart, I don't know what's going to make it do that.
One of the things that's done that for me is, as a mom, being a mom while I was competing, as my kids were getting older, like just their knowledge that they gained by watching me. Oh, Mom, I got to make sure I eat my protein.
Right.
Yep. Oh, Mom, I got to make sure, I get some exercise. You know what I mean? And just like, I know like that was huge for me is, exposing the kids to, the positive influences that exercise and nutrition can have, even if you're not a competitor. This is not necessarily just if you compete.
I think this
is a personal fitness statement, and it does not have to be to get on stage.
No, it does not. It is personal. It is not a personal competition statement. It's a personal fitness statement, and this is just your goals and who you want to be and why you want to be that. Where I was going before when I talked about this is the best personal fitness statements are the ones that you draft day 1, and then on day 60 or day 90 you review. And you say, am I staying true to what I wanted? Or do I need to modify this a little bit? Do I need to add something? Do I need to take something out? And then day 180, I'm going to look at that personal fitness statement again. Am I on track? Am I living my truth? Am I doing those things that I set out as my who I am, what I want to do, and why I'm doing it? Has my who changed? Has my identity, as how I identify, has that changed? Going back to that personal fitness statement really proves to be an anchor for you to go back to, and a catapult for you to make sure that you go to that next level.
It's yours.
That's right.
I mean, the whole point is
it belongs to you.
It's yours, and it needs to suit what, as you grow as a person, that's why you have to modify it. I mean, we all, make realizations about ourselves and our lives, and what we want sometimes changes. So it's important to review and decide, am I still on the path that I want to be on? And
this just really falls within that whole bodybuilding philosophy and mindset of, at the end of the day, it's being the next best version of the very best version of you. And, your current version hopefully is your best version, but it's not your very best version, because you can be better than that. Drew kind of talked about that 1% better mindset. And really that is bodybuilding at its core. It's, again, why bodybuilding is not life, but it can make your life better through those principles. So a personal fitness statement is that tangible thing, that written element. And we talked about goal setting in the new year. And one way to start your goal setting journey is to draft your personal fitness statement. And from that personal fitness statement, then goal set around that. Okay, I am this. I want to be this. This is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. And now on my goal setting, these are the goals that I'm going to set to make sure that I'm living that truth. It's an undervalued trait in life to live your truth. People will talk about living your truth all the time or speaking the truth. But at the end of the day, have you really set up? I have a personal mission statement that I've had for years, and I go back to that personal mission statement. I drafted it back in a leadership training that I had maybe a decade ago, and I go back to that personal mission statement and I reword it or rework it or anchor myself to it, tie myself to it probably about every quarter, once a quarter, so 4 times a year. I do that just to make sure that I'm living that truth. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Keep going.
That's it, babe. I think I talked this out.
So do you have an example?
Yeah, let's see. I do have one written that on this thing that I am Jane. I am a busy, working, professional mother, sister, friend. Include any elements that are part of your identity. I lead a health and fitness lifestyle by focusing on my daily mindset and execution of the day's objectives, including my macro goals, exercise, rest, and recovery. I do this to be the very best version of myself, to claim my power, to inspire others through my commitment and discipline.
Love it. So I just think it's nice to hear, what somebody has created for themselves. And
Jane is a fictional character.
Yes.
In this construct.
John Doe, Jane Doe.
We do know a Jane, and we have Coach Jane. And Jane, if you're listening to this, that could apply to you, but that was not your personal fitness statement.
Right.
But,
this is an example. And I love that, you talked about the SMART goals, which was a podcast we did a little while back. Mm-hmm. And this really fits well with that, like having this personal fitness statement and then tying that in with creating those SMART goals. So if you haven't watched that podcast, that one I feel like is really great. And even as we went through it together, it helped me kind of, solidify some of the things for me for the new year. So I think this fits very well, and we hope it's helpful as you go into your new year.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
And time for time to like, comment, subscribe.
And leave your reviews.
Hey, we should do that in stereo next time. Maybe
there you go.
Thing, okay?
All right, I like it.
And remember the 3 Bs, be good to yourself.
Be good to each other.
And be safe. Take care, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in to FitBody Lifestyle. We hope today's episode has left you feeling motivated and equipped to tackle your fitness goals, business challenges, and the daily dance of life. Remember to value progress over perfection. Life's tough enough alone. Find the chosen family around you to help you along the way.
If you enjoyed today's episode, we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite streaming platform. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at FitBody Fusion.